Good day, everyone. You can see me smiling. Welcome to my class. I've got an assignment too. I have an assignment for you here. There is a particular community that has reached out to me who asked me to help some certain community, you know, to beg them that they have an antidote to eradicate the problem you people have in your family as regards to one of you who has gone through that kind of pain and is still passing through that pain. For example, you are younger and then one of your older siblings already got married, and then their children are having major problem, even worsening problem that they have concerning their medical situation, for example. And then this this short people's community are telling me that I should pass this message to you people that they have a medicine to eradicate that problem in the generation of you people's family, so that you will not fall in the same kind of situation like your older siblings or one of your siblings has passed on to their children, and even a worsening situation as well. And that's why I'm here today. I'm very sorry. That's why I've come to discuss, because this has to do with science, medical, cases and all that. And which I know I know a lot of this in the past. In fact, I've even used it to help myself too when I was settling down to, I became very, very crucial and careful, critical about the kind of height of a lady I should go for, because I don't want a certain situation I do not want to happen to me. So now I've gotten this contract from this community, this short people's community, you understand now, saying that they have what it takes to eradicate the problem you people have in your tallest community. So you can make a change if your siblings doesn't have the idea, was not aware about what is passing through now concerning his children. There is a help on the way. Yes. So what they asked me to do is that you people should stop marrying each other. You cannot be 6 foot, 7 foot, or 6 foot. You are getting married to another person of 6 foot, or getting married to another person of probably 5 foot. If you are 7 foot, you are 6 foot, almost 7 foot, and then you're getting married to another 6 foot, or you're getting married to another almost 6 foot, like 5 foot, almost 6 foot, and all that. There's going to be chaos. If you don't know, there's going to be chaos. Yes. And this, let's be realistic. Let's face the fact here. Let's be very, very careful here. Is, this crossbreeding, if you want to get married, you have to be very, very crucial about it. So if this short community is sending me an errand here, you should also think about it seriously. Yeah. They are begging me, there are ways they are begging me. They are begging me and say, please, tell them, even though they're not going to get married to us, they should donate. They should donate to them. I don't want to say that word, they should donate, because I have children that will be listening to my, broadcast sometimes, but they can figure it out by themselves. That you should donate to them. At least their next generation will not suffer the kind of deficiency they suffered. There will be a transformation going forward. Like, for example, someone with maybe 2 feet, 4 feet, thereabout. Do you understand now? 2 feet, 3 feet, 4 feet, thereabout. You can now imagine someone of 7 feet coming to donate Or, if possible, if you fancy the person, coming to marry the person eventually. There is scientific fact, or let me not say fact. There is a scientific proven that the child they will be having are definitely going to fall in between them in terms of height. Meaning, someone of 2 feet or 3 feet or 4 feet, right? Having children with someone of 6 feet, 4 feet is not going to have the same height as him or herself, as a short person. Is going to be having someone much more taller. You'll be having a child much more taller than herself or himself, depending who is short here. Okay? But if they are very close, like for example, in my own case now, my wife is still 5 feet plus, while I'm also 5 feet plus as well. She's somewhere here of my height. So eventually, we have our children taller even than myself. Sometimes a girl tends to stay in between. Do you understand now? Because everything also has to do with the family each of you came out from. That's the parents. If in your family, probably you happen to be the most tallest, and they are not very tall in your family. Mostly, if your partner is also coming out from a family where they are not very tall, she or he happens to be the most tallest in there as well, and then you both marry each other, there's tendency that every of your children are going to be taller than the one of the couple that is the shortest. They're going to be taller, and they could as well be equal height with the tallest among the couple, or being taller. For example, like I said, in my own case, my children are already taller than me. Even the one that is not yet still young, the tendency is already there that it's going to be taller than me, whether it's a girl or it's a boy. You can imagine. So, because I came from a family where my own father is very, very tall, almost 7 feet. Do you understand now? It's 6 feet plus, like plus. So my mother is in my chest, like my mother is 4 feet. Okay? And then eventually I became 5 feet plus. So now my children, they are already grown. They are 6 feet plus. The younger ones are already surpassing me because of my father. And I grew taller than my mother. Can you see that? That is the way it is. So if you are short, you marry a short person, for example, there's tendency that you're going to bring out another short child. So on a normal day, it's always very crucial. Let it be one of your list. Whether you like it or not, don't ever discourage yourself that, you're not going to find someone that is taller than you if you're short and still love the person or still feel very, very trusting with the person. You will if you open your mind for positivity. Okay? So, it's something that you need to think about. If you are short, don't go and marry a short person. Leave those short people for taller people, just like the way you are looking for tall people to marry as well, because of your children. You don't want to go through, you don't want the kind of bully that you went through when you were growing up for your child to also go through it. The short people's community right now that is reaching out to me, is because they know that they went through hell growing up. Especially those, the dwarf community, for example. I appreciate them. People like them are never supposed to be married to each other. I wonder sometimes why they get married to each other. I don't know why. I think they are the only one that can answer that question. I do not know why they have to marry another dwarf. Right? Meanwhile, they can still get married to a tall person so that their own child will come out not dwarf, not suffering of the same challenges they have to go through when they were growing up. Because the issue is that people tends to idolize marriage so much, or people have tried to idolize children so much, and people don't want to know that you don't have to be married, you don't have to have children when it's going to come with its own difficult challenges in future. Because what you don't know now, you're going to know it later. And when you know it later, you will be regretting. Must you be married? Must you also have children? When you already know you have a problem. And if you need to have a children, why can't you at least, for God's sake, for once, have a rethink on how, be strategic, re-strategize on how you should want things better now. And if it's not going to work, don't embark on the journey. Don't embark on the journey. Don't let your children go through the same hardship you have gone through. And meanwhile, this can change. This can change by listening to people like us, or people that are even better than myself. Because you are dwarf does not mean you should marry another dwarf fellow. If a tall person will not even be ready to marry you, let the person donate. Burn him. Let the person donate. Take care of the child alone. If he wants to take care of the child with you, fine, all well and good. Since you seriously have seen that you must have a child, you cannot do without having a child, let them donate to you. Or if they fancy you, let them marry you. You will enjoy it. Either you are dwarf or you are very short. Please, don't go after someone that is as short as you are too, or just a little bit taller than you are. You're going to put your children through the same, in fact, worsening challenges that you went through, because the world is getting more exposed. And the children we have out there today, a lot of them are not brought up well. They talk anyhow. They bully their mates anyhow. They mess their mates up anyhow. So you don't want your children going through that, and then you start fighting every day. And you can't do this to my child. I will not allow you to do this. You are the genesis of the problem. You are the genesis of the problem. How can you be this? And then you want to have another like that? With with the kind of crossbreeding that you chose. Why? It's not healthy for the child. And I know it's not healthy for you too. This type of topic is difficult, but I have to say it. I have to do it. Please, I'm just reaching out, making things better for the way you reason. You don't have to be married to a man or a woman 100% in your house or in his house for you to have a child. If you bent on bringing another nation to this world, make the nation be better in terms of height than yourself, so that this child You will not have to fight to protect the child in terms of the child's height. And when the child grows up older, he will in return come and protect you as his father or as his mother. Unlike you are the one fighting for the child all the years, the child could not even fight for you in return because he can't even fight for himself. You have put him or her in the same worsening situation as yourself. I don't know if you understand if I'm communicating. So the same way that I'm talking about here, very tall, 7 feet, we have even up to 8 feet in this planet. Why getting married to someone of even like 5 feet? You should be going for 4 or below. So that when you give birth to a child, the same type of medical challenges you are facing, the pain you experiences in all your joints, shoulder, ankle, knee, the leg, wrist, like in our leg, I don't want to show my leg, the wrist of your foot here is a big problem for majority of tall people. Especially those with extreme tallness. They are in 7 feet, 8 feet. Some even in their 6 feet, they also suffer of that same kind of situation. They do have bone marrow, tissue issues. Walking, they feel pain. Yeah, if they have to run too long or walk too long, the following day they have pains all over their bone marrow area. Meanwhile, some shorter ones that they have the same issues, yesterday they've gotten up in the following morning, they're gone. Just with that sleep alone, or they went through the same massage processes, or bubble bath processes and all that. The following day, the shorter person is up and gone. Meanwhile, the tall one, claiming that he's tall, is still passing through pain. So why do you want your child to go through worsening situation by getting married to another tall person? You can imagine you getting married to another tall person. If you are a woman, if you're a man, very tall, of 7 feet or almost 7 feet, and then you are getting married to another 6 feet of a lady, or almost 6 feet of a lady, you are definitely calling for issues. I don't want to call it problem. Your boys is going to be taller than you are. Your girl might be as tall as yourself, taller than our mother, that is of 6 feet or almost 6 feet. You can imagine how many men that want to date your girl or even marry your girl because of that height. The men feel somehow small in their thinking when a girl is too tall than them. And then you put your tall girl in a very difficult situation because you are not aware. I can understand. But now that you are listening to me and so many other people, bringing out this broadcast, it's a matter of you going ahead to research yourself as well, just like the way we have researched, and then we know about this for so many years. For me, I wanted my child to be taller than me, okay? Because I'm just like, let's say, beyond average height of a man. But I want my child to be taller than me. That's why I married someone who is almost my height. In fact, let me also tell you, I wanted to marry someone that is a little bit taller than myself. But it didn't work. But I had someone beautiful, fantastic, highly knowledgeable, who is almost taller than me. And guess what? We produce children that are taller than myself, not even just taller than her, taller than myself. Did you see that? I achieved what I wanted eventually. Okay, so it's just going to be like that. That is the way it is scientifically. If you are short, you marry someone that is as short as yourself, you can only have them in between you people or of the same height or a bit taller than you are. What if you are quite too short? You're still going to be having issues. So what you need to do, you need a gap from yourself and the person you're going to be settling down with. Let the person be extra tall than yourself. If you are that short, you are of 4 feet, or you are of 3 feet, or you are of 2 feet. You don't need someone or even 5 feet. And it all depends. You have to do the mathematics. It is better you don't have them. You don't have to. Please. Yeah. We are too many in this world. We are too many in this world. In fact, even your community population is of a high level that you don't need more. Take care of others. Let's face the facts here. Take care of others. But I tell you what, the situation is not that difficult. What you only need to do is to look out for anyone that is much more taller than yourself. If you are 4 feet, go for those who are almost 5 feet. Who are 5 feet plus or 6 feet plus. You're going to have a child that you'll be happy at the end of the day. It will come back and protect you. Okay? So that is just the way. So that those of the tall ones, those are the message they asked me to forward to you. In order to eradicate those joint problem, bone marrow, needle pain, walking and running, and then you start facing too much of pains and all that, blurry eyes, all manner of things that your body cannot supply the sufficiency that the height needed, blah, 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 and all that. They're saying that they have a medicine for you. And that medicine is nothing but cross carpet to them. They are waiting for you. Don't go for another too tall of a woman or of a man. Come and marry us so that we can collaborate together, help each other. Help me have a tall child and let me help you to get rid of bone problems, joint problems in your own generations to come. You see? Is that not too good? Come together and get rid of all of those problems. I have a problems of not want to have another child that is as short as myself. You have a problems of medical. Everything is still medical. You have a problems of joint in every part of your body. And there's tendency that if you go for another top person, you're going to have a worsening medical problem for your child. So let's come together and resolve our problem. Okay? So that's the message I have for you here today. Medically. Go and research it yourself. Your child is going to fall in between or taller than the tallest. It's never going to be as short as the shortest among the couple. It's going to be taller than the shortest of the couple. Okay? Or the same height of the tallest in the couple, or a little bit taller than the tallest of the couple. Is never going to have the same height as the shortest of the couple. I hope that makes a lot of sense. So when you want to settle down with any man or any woman, please, this is one of the list that you need to have. Except you have a normal average height and then the person you want to marry to is of a normal average height, it's all well and good. That is not an issue. But be careful as well. You can be of a normal height as a lady, and then you're getting married to someone of 6 foot. Mind you, your child is coming to top you. Yeah, your child is coming to top you. Okay, so let's be very careful. And also, some of them also among them don't think deep. Yeah. Their height has made them grow. The level that they use, that they need to be thinking with, their height has eaten it up. That's why you see some people, they say, I'm not tall, or what I'm supposed to use to be tall is right here in my brain. You can imagine a short person manipulating a very tall person, and that tall person is doing his bidding. What do you think? It's up here. And that's what it is in most cases. Short and smart, tall and dull. Short and smart, tall and dull in their brain. You don't want that for your child. Please, you don't want that for your child. Like in my language, they say, "Firigban shilekun." Firigban kò ṣílẹ̀kùn. How tall you are does not open the door. How tall you are does not open the door. It is smartness that you can use to unwrap what is difficult to unwrap. It's not being tall. Okay? So it's very important, please. Let us be careful of the kind of height of a person we want to get married to, so that it will not affect our children in a negative form. Thank you. God bless.